Hey fellow agents, thanks for tuning into this video. Today I'm going to show you a bit of a pistol build, a bit different from the other builds I've put up. It's a bit of a damage build, but you'll see when I open up the build why, and it will look a bit strange to you. So I'll tell you first of all, why did I make this build? I made this build in response to when in a situation where I'm randomly matchmaking, for example in Summit, and I see the guys, the team I'm with, they are basically running Pistolero, Ammo Hoarder, and Cool Skills. I mean, those are three very challenging ones to play any of the modes with, because ammo obviously, if you don't have ammo for your rifle and assault rifle, what do you shoot with? The only thing you have is your sidearm, whether you have a shotgun or whether you have a pistol. So that's the only thing that you can actually rely on. And in that situation, I'm always stuck using my skill damage build, but I have to use my pistol with it. What makes it even worse is if you have all those three directives and maybe more active, and you get the flaw where there's those EMP the EMP generators, so you can't use your skills either. So then all you really have is you have your pistol, and you need to get pistol kills to get ammo for your other weapons. So this build is a response to that. That's the background. So I'm going to do a little bit of shooting with the pistol itself, and then I set the range to 20 meters. This is actually what I wanted from a pistol build. That's what I need. I'll just swap to the Eagle Bear I'm using here. Okay, I have a little bit of latency as usual. Here's my classic M1A with boomerang. So you can see it does a fair bit of damage, but it's not the damage that you would expect from an all red build. So let me just show you why I put the build the way I did. The way that the pistol was shooting the way it did, like a rifle, is because of this brace like I have on the chest piece. So first of all, it's being a pistol build is focused on the pistol, my one piece DNH. I have two Walker and Harris for my damage to armor. I have one piece of Grupo for the brand set bonus of crit damage. I have my Siska for the brand set bonus, the first on the one piece crit chance, and then I have my Coyote mask to give myself a buff and my team a buff, because this build I basically made it for Summit basically, so to buff me and to buff my team as well. So just to go through all the pieces here, before I do that, I also have to mention Gunner, why I'm using Gunner here. Besides the Banshee Pulse is only because I'm using Gunner. I didn't make the build with the Banshee Pulse in mind, but I might as well use it to cause a bit of confusion. The effect duration is not very long because there's no status effect on this build at all, so the effect of it is only 4 seconds, but sometimes you only need the enemy to be down for 4 seconds to be able to move somewhere else to go onto another piece of cover or something. You also notice there's no intimidate, there's no memento, there's no adrenaline rush on here, there's no bloodsucker on it. You also notice that there's no shield on this build either. I'm using the Fixer on here. The heal is not amazing, but it's better than having no heal at all when you don't have any armor kits. So just to go through all the pieces, I'll go through the Coyote. I re-roll the Coyote a few times to get the stats the way they are. The weapon damage, the crit chance, crit damage. The Coyote comes with that if you don't know already. My crit hit damage there on my monster is 11.8, and there's your pack instinct. Based on your distance from the enemy, you will get a buff and your team gets a buff. Or your team members for crit chance and crit damage. The DNH I already actually showed you, but okay, the 15% weapon damage is maxed out. I roll 12% crit damage on one of the attributes. It has some hazard protection. I wish that was actually a crit chance where the hazard protection is, but okay. And then critical hit damage in my monster 11.4. I wish it was 12. So why the pistol actually shoots the way it does with the accuracy is because of braced. So while in cover, the weapon handling is increased by 45%. So then you might be wondering, if I'm making a pistol build, why am I not using the Liberty? The problem for me with the Liberty is, number one is the mag size, and number two is, even with 45% handling, the Liberty still, it hops around way too much for me to use it from a distance or not in intermediate range. So that's why I'm not using the Liberty. Brace helps a lot with this pistol, and my one-piece Siska and a holster. Like I said, crit chance as a Brancy bonus. You have weapon damage comes standard. I rolled crit chance on there, and there's some crit damage. Then before I was going for as much crit chance and crit damage as obviously on all raid builds. My knee pad of the Walker, and that is making out the first piece of the two-piece Brancy bonus, giving me about my 5% weapon damage. Is my 15% weapon damage on my core attribute. There's my crit chance max out. I was lucky there, and my crit damage I rolled on there. I think it came with armor regen, so I put crit damage on there. There's not the regen build. My backpack, I'm using Vigilance on it. So Vigilance gives you total weapon damage by 25%. So taking the damage disables this buff for 4 seconds. That is something you have to deal with. The mod start, the crit damage is 12%. The armor regen, at least there's a little bit of armor regen on here, a little bit. And crit damage, the bare minimum armor regen on here, but crit damage is 12%, and my weapon damage is 14.3. So I could actually be using Obliterate or something on here, but if I don't use Brace, the pistol is all over the place. Let me show you. If I maybe use this spark, okay. So this is without Brace. Just keep that in mind. See, I have to overcompensate the whole time. It's a bit it's not so good to shoot with this. It hops all over the place. So that's why I have Braced on here, because like I said, it's a pistol build. I can't emphasize it enough. So I could use Obliterate, I could use Obliterate, I could use a Pulse here and put Spotter on it. I could be using the Technician for Spotter. I could be using some Striker pieces in here for rate of fire, but for me this works. I could clear Summit with it, so that's what's important for me. The other reason why I'm using Gunner, the only place you're actually going to get armor on this build is by the little bit of armor regen you have on the backpack here. That's all that you have, and the 10% of that you get when you kill an enemy as part of your gunner specialization. That's all you're getting. That's the only armor you're actually going to get besides your armor kits. Using the Eagle Bearer here, I had to roll it a few times to get those stats. The classic M1A with Boomerang, my standard rifle if I'm not using the Ravenous. And the Officer's M9A1 is debatable, but for me this is the pistol that I like the most. It does the most for me. This RPM is fast enough, the magazine size is enough, and I was lucky enough to get one with Optimus, so I could roll damage to armor here, so it helps a lot. I could use damage out of target out of cover, but in some situations, especially the Black Dots, they like using cover. So if you're shooting at them, they are in cover, you're not getting a buff anyway. So I might as well just use damage to armor to hit them with. Optimus being my favorite weapon talent, so I was lucky enough to get Optimus on here. So I told you what the pistol is. In my opinion, this is the pistol to use. There are others, but there are others like this PA45. You just have to find a pistol that you are comfortable with using, which is a RPM and a mag size that's suitable to you. So I can't tell you outright you have to use this one, but I would recommend using this pistol. I've tried a few others, but that one is definitely my favorite. You can use any rifle you want, any weapon you want, really. But this is not a close quarters. It's not a face tanking build. So a shotgun won't do you really much good. It's more bold towards the rifle and your assault rifle, because you will use the two weapons because you're getting ammo from killing the NPCs with the sidearm. So just the stats on here for the Eagle Bearer, the crit hit chance is 53.9 and the crit damage is 181%. Let me go through the classic M1A. There I have 53.9% crit chance and 181 crit damage. And on the pistol, the main weapon of this build is 58.9% crit chance and 166 crit damage. Let me just go through the armor kill. There's a little bit, like I said, the armor kill. We only get 10% with the specialization. I didn't put any extra armor and kill on here on the mods. I could actually do that if I wanted more armor and kill, but this is the focus of the build. It's not armor and kill. Like I said, the focus of this build, why I'm using Brace and not anything else like Obliterate maybe, Obliterate would be better, but for me to shoot from distance, that's what Brace is for. The Banshee helps to distract the NPCs. The healer, the drone gives you a little bit of healing. Just also okay, the damage isn't really important. Even if I set this to 45 meters. Okay, wait, 35. Put it on 35 first. It's really easy to shoot. Okay, let me just put this on named. It's really easy, guys, if you use Brace with the pistol. You don't have to worry then about Pistelero and that nonsense anymore. You really don't have to worry about that. This is the I'm gonna put up some gameplay. Well, I think I did add. I'm gonna add some gameplay to it, so the bow really works from distance. So you won't actually. It's like I said, it's a team build. You can use it for solo as well, but it might take you a bit longer to clear content, but it is possible. So even at the 50 meters distance, that thing just stays where it is. The classic M1A is already very, it's really very accurate by itself. Now Brace even just improves it. Swap to Ego Bearer. Even at 50 meters. Guys, this, so Brace has his place in this build. So for Pistelero, Ammo Hoarder, and Cool Skills, where you can only use one skill at a time, there's a build for you can use. Try it out, let me know how it works out for you, and I'll catch you all in the next time. Thanks guys.